Just then, the call went through. Song Xiangsai raised the phone to her ear and went straight to the point. "Mr. Lu, I'm not Qiao Hao, I'm Song Xiangsai. About 1 hour ago, Qiao Hao was taken away by Lian Shi. Tonight, Lu Jinian had a gathering. He had never liked attending gatherings, and due to his personality, he never seemed to be able to blend in like the rest. During the gathering tonight, he had barely said a word or even taken a bite. Halfway through, he had taken out his phone out of boredom and was looking through chat. One crew member had shared a scrumptious meal that they were having and had briefly explained that the dinner was treated by producer Sun. In the photo, he spotted Qiao Hao using her phone as she sat between Jia Mong and Song Xiangsai. He stared at the photo for a long while, till someone came up to toast a drink. Without emotion, he kept his phone, raising his wine glass. It was already 10 p.m. when the dinner ended. When his assistant went to retrieve the car, he went to the bathroom, bumping into Qiao Enxia. Qiao Enxia was on a 7-day leave and today was the last day. She had just finished a meal with Gong Yang after he sent her back to the city. The restaurant was situated on one of the top floors of the building. The skyline could be seen from the height. Gong Yang and Qiao Enxia didn't leave after their meal, staying behind to admire the beautiful night view as they chatted about nothing. Only at 10 p.m. did Gong Yang call for the bill. Qiao Enxia excused herself to the bathroom, and just then, she bumped into Lu Jinian. He was clearly startled but did not show much emotion, nodding towards her. Without saying a word, he walked to the side, clearing the path for her. Even though Qiao Enxia was confident that Qiao Hao was the girl that Lu Jinian had been in love with for all these years, she wasn't entirely sure. Few seconds after he brushed past her, she shouted, "Lu Jinian." Lu Jinian frowned, hesitating slightly before finally stopping, but he didn't turn to face her. Qiao Enxia turned and, seeing that Lu Jinian had his back towards her, she took a deep breath before walking to face him. Lifting her head to look into his frosty eyes, she pressed her lips before saying, "I think I know who you love." Lu Jinian's gaze faltered slightly, but he remained emotionless. His lips remained pressed together as he continued to look at her, waiting for her to continue. "Lu Jinian, do you think your emotionless facade can hide everything?" Qiao Enxia lowered her lashes as she chuckled. Looking back up, she looked into his eyes before speaking slowly, "Lu Jinian, the person you like is my..." Ring. Lu Jinian's phone rang, cutting her off. He frowned, fishing his phone out. He paused slightly, sinking into a daze when he saw who was calling, as though he couldn't believe that it was happening. He swiped the screen, but before he could say a word, Song Xiangsai's voice came through, "Mr. Lu, I'm not Qiao Hao, I'm Song Xiangsai. About 1 hour ago, Qiao Hao was taken away by Lian Shi.